Last year, I watched Cam, which was a movie directed by Daniel Goldhaber, and I really liked this movie. Immediately after, I found out he had another movie coming out. It's this movie, How to Blow Up a Pipeline, and I finally got to see it. I saw it on demand. It was not. It was only in theaters for a week. I was upset because I saw Renfield and Air, both movies that were worse than this. But by the time I'd seen those, How to Blow Up a Pipeline was out of theaters. But I finally saw it, so let's talk about it. This is a thought provoking and intense action thriller. It's a film that delves into the moral complexities of extreme activism in the face of the climate crisis. It's inspired by Andreas Malm's book of the same name, and the movie follows a group of young activists on a mission to sabotage an oil pipeline in West Texas. The film's release strategy from theaters to streaming platforms made it accessible to a broader audience, and certainly left an impression on me. One of the first things that struck me about How to Blow Up a Pipeline was its departure from Goldhaber's previous work, Cam. While both films showcase his directorial prowess, How to Blow Up a Pipeline stands out as more focused and grounded piece. The characters are more developed, they have more distinct motives and backgrounds, and the film's non-linear structure adds depth to the narrative and offers glimpse into the characters' lives and their backstories. Each character's reason for participating in the pipeline sabotage becomes clearer as the story unfolds, and I think this is a great approach. It's effectively humanizing the activists and makes their actions more relatable and thought provoking, especially just for the cinematic experience. It makes it much more engrossing. And Goldhaber's direction shines in every frame of the film. The cinematography is simple yet intentional. I really like the suspense he builds up just through small things like building a bomb. It's clearly, a very or a more low budget project than other feature films, but it still manages to pack so much more suspense than, your typical Hollywood blockbuster. It's really got this intense, minimalist, deliberate approach. It makes it look deceptively easy. The editing is flawless and it's reminiscent of Bressonian influences, maintaining a tight and engaging pace throughout. The use of a modern synth score adds to the tension, creates a palpable sense of urgency reminiscent of the Safdie brothers' works. The influence of films like Ocean's 11 and A Man Escape is evident, but How to Blow Up a Pipeline still manages to stand out on its own. It's an angsty take on the contemporary heist film that captures the urgency of its subject matter, and the film skillfully uses its title to build tension, and by the end, it ignites a fire in the viewer, similar to, I would say it isn't really on the levels of La Haine and Do the Right Thing, where, I'm enthralled, or I feel like there's this immediate discussion, but I really do feel like the moral message is there, and it doesn't feel like it's, a prop. It feels like it's there for a reason, and they do a good job of exploring this. Despite the potential pitfalls of a film like this, How to Blow Up a Pipeline avoids falling into the typical traps. It never feels like agitprop, and its craft is nothing short of exceptional. The film's eco-thriller premise, coupled with its stomach-churning synth score, creates an experience that's as intellectually engaging as it is emotionally gripping. I think it successfully grapples with the harsh realities of late-stage capitalism while delivering its message of violent direct action. One of the film's standout qualities is its intricate structure, which, just gradually introduces the viewers to the heist and the motivations. And while there's some limitations, the overall viewing experience is ultimately very captivating and thought provoking. I really enjoyed it, and I just think it was a very enjoyable movie. So go see this movie if you have not checked it out yet.